like someone who loves music. Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Much. Thank you. It's Sunday. It's Legacy Talks family meeting. And as always, the people that come on board here, they are family. And I don't think they can be any more family than the people you're seeing on the screen with me today. So thank you very much. I want to say thank you to everyone that's joining us first live. Thank you very much for being there every Sunday, in, out, you're there with us. We appreciate you. And for those of you that are going to be watching this later on the replay, gang, we appreciate you as well. We appreciate your comments. So please, if there's anything, engage with us. Let us know how we're making a difference with what we say. Let us know how we can do better as well. As always, my name is Busola Shobamimu. I am a life and legacy consultant, helping you find you, do you, and leave your print in the sand. So today I am excited, as always. I am proud to introduce to the world my sisters, my family. This is the Soar Team. And every time we come, we're talking about legacy, we're talking about family meeting. When the ladies you see on the screen here, they are part of my growth process. They are part of my growth journey. And each and every one of them, I mean, they have their own individual goodness that they're bringing into the world. You will be hearing from them. You will be hearing how coming together as an accountability group, how it's making a difference in the different streams of value that we're presenting to the world. So thank you once again for being part of our Sunday today. I will first introduce them one by one, and then I will tell you what we do when we meet up. Then they can go on and tell you how that impacts or how that makes a difference to what they do. So first on the screen is Wonuola Akintola, Dr. Wonu. Did you see the face? She went like that.
Yeah, first on the screen.
Dr. Wonuola Akintola. Wonuola, can you tell us a little bit about, introduce yourself and tell us about yourself?
Okay, my name is Wonuola Akintola, and I am a speaker, trainer, and coach with the John Maxwell team. I am passionate about mind health. So independently, I work as a mind health consultant and part-time in the NHS as a child and adolescent psychiatrist. So that helps me feed my dream, working with young people, but just passionate about mind health for everyone.
Thank you very much. And next at the top of the screen here, as I'm looking, is Coach Tola Arinola, the coach herself. Go on and introduce yourself, please.
Hi, my name is Tola Arinola, and my background is as an accountant, financial advisor, but these days I am a coach, speaker, and trainer with the John Maxwell team, and my emphasis is on personal development and financial independence.
Thank you very much, Coach Tola. And next I have Coach Olivia Ariyo.
Hello, my name is Dr. Olivia Ariyo. So I am a health and wellness empowerment coach, also with the John Maxwell team. I work as a GP in the NHS as well. So my passion is really just to help people to thrive in their health. I feel most of the time in the pursuit of success in every area of our lives, the first thing to go is our health. So I'm really dedicated to helping people to live healthier and happier lives. So that's my focus.
Thank you
Thank
very
you for
much.
having me.
Thank you, Dr. Ariyo. So next I have Coach Olayinka Dixon.
Hi, everybody. I'm Olayinka Dixon. I'm an independent speaker, coach, and trainer, also with the John Maxwell team. I'm a member of this wonderful, amazing team. And this is how we roll on Sundays. I work in mental health, but my passion really is looking at the seniors' perspective. I do suicide prevention, mental health, first aid, psychological first aid, and stuff to do with mental health. But I also have come on a journey, and I'm very glad to be in this team. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And then we have Dr. Abi Adegboye. Dr. Abi, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Thank you.
Hi, I'm Abi Adegboye. I train youth. I'm the director of AfriLeads Academy, where we train the next generation of leaders. I'm very passionate about sowing into youth today, youth tomorrow, because they lead today and they lead tomorrow. I am also a writer, and I have benefited a lot from being a part of this group, and I shall share.
I love that. Thank you very much. Now, Coach Eniola, can we hear from you? Introduce yourself to us. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Eniola Oke, and I'm a transformational coach and a parenting consultant with John Maxwell team. Professionally, I'm a social worker with the child protection team. I'm passionate about parenting, so it keeps me going. So that's who I am.
Thank you very much. And lastly, there we have Coach Funke Oba, all the way from Canada.
Professor Oba.
Yeah, from Canada, and I am Funky, the funky baby. I trained as a social worker, and now I'm a social work educator. I teach social work master students in a university here in Canada, but I'm also a member of the John Maxwell team, and my focus is on youth, helping to amplify their voices, their lived experiences, the strengths they have, and the things they have to teach us in the previous generation or the current, whatever, older generation. So that's my emphasis. And with that, I, of course, also work with parents. And actually, part of what I do is bringing elders and youth together to promote that continuity of culture, healthy identities, especially in a world where Black youth seem to be under threat with anti-Black racism and so on, helping youth find their roots through the trainings and teachings and traditions of the elders, and then also find the wings to fly and soar. So being part of this Soar team really just aligns very well in helping me myself, first of all, learn to soar more, and then helping others to rise above. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Coach Funke. Now, it's legacy talk, and reason why we're doing this today is because accountability is so important. And I didn't appreciate it so much until I became a part of this group. There's no journey we embark on that if you're not accountable to yourself and to other people, you're working on a, how can I say, a strangulated path. So it's just important that we all come and talk about how this group has benefited us. For me, usually, okay, I'll give you a brief insight of how we roll. We have the meetings every Saturday, and Coach, we have a whiplash. And that's what they call them, isn't it? Hey, no nonsense. Don't waste my time. What have you done? So Coach Abi does that very well. I mean, so we all do appreciate it. And there have been times when sometimes you can feel like as if the person that's pushing you is stepping on your toes or pushing you too hard. No, it's because they have genuine passion and they want to see you progress. I've been in that situation before, and I felt like, hang on, what is it, Abby? Why are you on my case? But really, Abby, I'm taking this time to say thank you. I know where you were coming from. You were trying to get the best out of me, and you were pushing me to see beyond myself, which I probably wouldn't even see. And I know sometimes we would, even say things like, yes, but this is what I believe, this is what I see, this is what I see. But other people are looking, and it's important when they're looking beyond what you can see that we can, constructively take it on board. If you don't have an accountability group or an accountability person, somebody you're accountable to, trust me, you're only looking for the half eye you have. You won't see the full bill. So, Abi, I want to say thank you for being the whiplash, the timekeeper, the next. So everyone has their own different things that they bring to the table. So on a typical Saturday, we will meet up. We will talk about what you have accomplished, what you have accomplished in the week past. What have you spent your time doing? You know, how many contacts have you made relating to your business? Who have you been talking to? How many letters have you written? How many cold calls have you made? How many warm leads have you pursued? You know, so all the little things like that, we will go over that. Everyone will take their turn. If there's anything we need to add on, what apps have you come in contact with? What apps have you come across in the recent times that can enhance the growth of your business? We will share things like that. What training did you go on, or what like recently, Olivia, you shared you were on a course and you were saying, oh, this is good, this is good, this is, you know, this is good. We really appreciate that. I do, and I know they do. So I want to say thank you. I just want to take this time to say a big thank you to all of you for being part of my journey. Accountability for me, because we can't talk about legacy without talking about accountability. It's a journey of identity to actualization, to fulfillment. How can you reach your destination of being fulfilled if you're not accountable along the path? So that's how it is important for me. So and I would want us to, you know, share our different perspectives. How has the group benefited you? Yes. I don't know who wants to go first, or do I do mini more? I'm usually the one that's always like, yeah, everybody's going first, not me. So who's going first this time?
I don't mind going first if Coach Tola is not going to go.
Take it away.
I am thankful for this accountability group. I have joined programs in the past, and where it's left to me to call or to join the call, to engage, to get in the game. And honestly, I never get in the game because I look at it as, oh, not my day job. Oh, it's just my side hustle, or it's just this, or it's just one excuse or the other. I never quite engage enough for it to make a difference. I think accountability matters a lot when you want to achieve great things in life, because when you have partners that would hold you, you might be on the same level or they might be slightly higher than you. When you have partners to keep nudging you, to keep giving you that push, that's needed teaser, and that also that tap to say, hey, we're on a journey, it makes all the difference. And that has made a difference to me. And I am thankful to each and every one of you.
Thank you, Abi. Who's going next? Executive Director. I see you moving funny. So Tola, do you want to go next?
Okay, yeah. So I want to say, I've known that accountability is important to me as a person. I believe that, you know, the race of accomplishment, it's not a solo race. You know, we're not meant to be solopreneurs, or, you know, some talents can shine as solo artists. But when you think about the work that we do in personal development, coaching and all that, it's not a solo artist type of thing. It's more of synchronized swimming. You know, this day is the fact that we as individuals who are coaches, we also need coaches. So absolutely, our accountability group satisfies that. It helps us to be accountable to one another, to say, this is what I'm doing. And we've got, we've got our whiplash, we've got our, we've got the ones that support us, we've got the ones that put us on our toes and all of that stuff. And that is what the essence of coaching is. Somebody for you to be accountable to, who brings out the best in you, who whips you into action and gets you going and brings out all of those latent talents and, gifts that God has put on the inside of you.
Thank you so much, Tola. And you know what? One thing again that's coming back to me is we do this and we take it for granted that we're in this group, we're supporting each other. But there's a benefit that's beyond collaboration, because then I know you, I know what you're able to deliver. I know I can trust you. So when I'm looking for somebody to collaborate with, before I move outside, I know in-house there's a competent person that I know what they're able to do. And so I just want to quickly put that in before I forget. So, Eniola, are you going next?
Yes, excuse me. Thanks, Busola. Thanks, everyone. One thing for me, being a member of this group has actually given me emotional deliverance from my daily job. I tell you, when I signed up to be a member of the GMC in August, it was at a point in my life that I just thought I needed to do something different. I mean, I have a passion, I have a dream, I have a voice, but I was really, really weighed down with the daily challenges that comes with my daily job. The daily job that I would say is actually 24/7, the kind of job that when you are even sleeping, you are dreaming of your clients. It's that bad. So when I joined John Maxwell in August, I was not really going to be, like I wanted to do something, but not really fully committed. Not because I didn't want to be committed, but because honestly speaking, I was thinking I wouldn't have time to do what I wanted to do. Then Busola introduced me to the group. And I think after I must have been introduced to the group, it took me maybe about 2 or 3 months before I actually became a bit committed, because I would be like, oh, I don't have the time, or I've done this. But as time goes on, I realized that if I don't make time out, and honestly speaking, I wouldn't have made the time out if not because of this group. Because as time goes on, I was feeling so, quote and unquote, irresponsible in my capacity. Irresponsible in my capacity. How can you be a member of a group? How can you be a member of a group and you're not even active? It's for my own good. So if I've not belonged to this accountability group, I don't think I would have actually been able to have enough courage, or maybe give myself enough time to do what I really, really desire to do. So being a member of the group has really delivered me, as I said earlier on, is that it has, there's a saying that iron sharpens iron. Iron does not dull another one. We are from different areas of life. So coming on this particular team, I remember my first 2 times, I was like, oh, Habi, so harsh, so strict. I would just be there, just be keeping quiet. And I would be like, but as time goes on, I just realized that, honestly speaking, as Busola said, and even as Tola said, it's for my own good. I mean, we might be age mates, but we are not grace mates. She has that grace to carry you along and to do that which God has deposited in you. And honestly speaking, Tola, sorry, Abi, I want to say thank you for being who you are. And I remember Tola would call me and say, Eniola, don't worry, you just have to start. You just have to start. And Busola would say, she's always the one that will remind me that we are starting. Not that I didn't remember, but because of my activities, I really don't want to come tonight. I think I have this, I have that. So generally, I want to say thank you to everybody. And for Wonuola, we collaborate very well. I want to say thank you to you, and for Dr. Ariyo, for Dr. Oba as well, and for Mrs. Dixon, I want to say thank you. It's been a great time being on this journey together. Thank you so much. Abi, thank you very much. I honestly hold you. And Busola, thank you.
Thank you very much. And you see, in life, the person that you think is, there's a scripture like that in the Bible about the person that disciplines or something is wonder. Am I mixing it up? I'm not very good.
Yeah. He's the person that you love, that you chastise.
No, it's a worldly, maybe it's a worldly saying, not a scripture one.
Combination.
I'm not that spiritual. It's true. It is what it is. You know, something about the child that the parent that disciplines is what the child draws near to. You know, I don't know, something along that line. Something along that line, because it's not a fear factor. It's a respect.
That's the Bible according to the
This person cares about me. You know,
respect.
Yeah. So, right. So, Olivia.
Yeah, I think, being part of this group has been so great. I like the support, because we can't go through life alone. And particularly, there's nothing like going on a journey. You have great ideas of things that you want to do, but without the right support, you might be stagnant, and actually being part of this accountability team is giving me focus, because there's nothing like having like-minded people with the same passion, with similar interests, who wants to make a difference, in other people's life and add value to people. So that has been one of the benefits. I like the fact that even though we have we are experts in different fields, yet when we come together, we can learn from one another. And many times when we've had our Saturday meeting, we are learning about social media stuff. We're learning about how to, do things, and everyone is bringing in ideas, and that's how we grow. And having accountability team means that, personally you're growing in yourself, but also you're growing with other people, and you are making a bigger impact that you might never be able to make on your own. And so I love that. And being responsible for yourself, but also for others, because being accountable means that it's not just about you, but it's a good place to start with yourself. And so when we come, we are reminded, like we've got Dr. Abi, who is, she's very sharp. She said, yes, so tell me exactly to the point, what were you going to do? What are you going to do next week? So it just makes you responsible for yourself, but also in the bigger picture, be responsible for whatever it is that you're trying to achieve for the people that you're reaching out. So thank you so much, guys. I love you guys. Even though sometimes we all can make the meeting and everything, but it doesn't even matter, because we're able to still communicate, on our WhatsApp group. So, if you're listening, make sure that you surround yourself with the right people, have someone that you're accountable to, that will call you to action, will make you answerable, to what you're trying to achieve. It's something that we all need. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Olivia. That's so true. If I can quickly say as well, it's one thing to have somebody pushing you forward, but it's another because sometimes you have that low feeling and you're like, what on earth am I even doing? Why is the journey so difficult? But going for the meetings, you get somebody that will boost you, or words of encouragement, even pray over you. Because yesterday's meeting, when we finished off with, and Abby said prayer. Who said the prayer? Was it Abby?
Abby.
Yeah. Abby said the prayers for, and I'm like, hang on, what about me? You've only picked 2 people. We all need it. So it's just so important, I'll go to Dr. Wonuola next.
Not given a choice, right?
No, well, I still have Dr. Funke.
Okay. No, I'd like to start by saying thank you to everyone. A big thank you to everyone for the sisterhood, for the different capacities and the strengths that each person brings in different ways. I am very grateful. I am one person that I like my comfort zone. I like to do my thing in quiet. I believe in making an impact and adding value, but I like to stay behind the scenes. But there's only so much you can do if you're that self-conscious and you're hiding, as it were. And just like the Bible puts it, don't put your light under a bushel. So if there's one thing that in the last 1 year that's been significant for me, it's actually coming out of my comfort zone and, forgetting about self And every step of the way, it's been better, not because of my determination, but because of the people I have had around me. So thank you. And I'm sure everyone will recall the first time we had Freedom Talks. I mean, that's another, it's a book in itself, you know. And thankfully, with the support of the group, things have been consistent. Even the collaboration that I'm doing with Eniola, at one point I thought, no, it's not the right time before we start. Let's put it aside. We're doing too much. And she called back and she's like, no, let's carry on. You know, and the result that we're getting from that, the feedback has been amazing. So thank you everyone for persevering. Thank you for being supportive. It's really living the JMT value, being people of value and adding value to people. So we all seek to add value. And like it said in JMT again, I will quote that, if you think you can do it on your own, your dream is not big enough. So that I have learned to appreciate, and more so again, if you think about any organization that is not accountable, or a plane that wants to fly and has no control base, is dangerous. There has to be a base where you can feedback. So besides the encouragement, it's also looking out for each person and also being in a forum where you can be vulnerable. It's not competitive. No one is in competition with anyone. I mean, it's just beautiful. So I appreciate everyone. And I want to say, if you want to do anything, great. If anyone's going to take anything away from this session, if you have anything of value that you want to live for, it's important to have people you're accountable to. Otherwise, one can be prone to danger.
Thank you so much, Joanna. We have 2 comments there in the chat box. Daniel, thank you for joining us. This is amazing. Yes, we find it amazing too.
Hi, Daniel. How are you?
It's a privilege to
please share.
It's a privilege to be in that group, to be in this group. Felicia, thank you very much. Felicia is enjoying this. Well done, beauties. Thank you very much, Felicia, for being there for us. So I go now to Dr. Funke Oba.
Did you forget my name for a minute?
No, I didn't. I was wondering Doctor or Coach. Which one?
No, Professor.
I was actually wondering Doctor or Coach. Coach Dr. Funke Oba.
As everyone can see, this is a fun bunch of ladies, and it's been fun just, you know, being imputed with their energy, their high energy, humor, fun-loving energy. So it's really great. As the African proverb says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And so accountability is about going far with each other. You can go fast and burn out. You can go fast and lose direction. You can go fast, become arrogant and proud, and not have that grounding with the people who knew you before you started. And we know that with this program, yeah, you become known, you become a public figure, you become a public speaker, and there are pitfalls and there are successes and there's huge potential. But going with others, we're able to all maximize our potential. I marvel at these ladies, their knowledge of technology, social media, marketing. I just sit there watching them. Sometimes I don't make a comment. I'm like, I'm just learning. I'm just taking it all in. I have a PhD in social work, but I don't know these things. And that's the truth. Each of us has our own skills and expertise. I listened to a business person one day saying, nobody produces, markets, does the finances, does this. Everybody, there's no one person who is able to do all of the aspects of the business. What you want to do is, if you know how to produce, you want to support yourself with someone who knows how to market it, or you want to support yourself with someone who knows how to do the books, or someone who knows how to, whatever it is you lack in. And so for me, that's what this has been about, going far and still being grounded and learning from every other person to maximize my potential and the potential of those I want to support. Right now, as we are speaking, some of the youth that I work with are in one of the John Maxwell youth programs. About 4 of them are signed up on it.
Awesome.
And that's because I got the information through this group.
So it's indirectly benefiting me and it's benefiting others. The other thing is to lead. You have to first lead yourself. So this is where I come to lead, to be able to be taught to lead myself. And then I can go out and lead others. Thank you.
Thank you. That's so sweet. And you know what? I like when you said, if you need somebody to do the accounting, find somebody that will do the books. Do the books, you said, people, not cook the books. And we have somebody here.
Yeah, something else.
Not do the books.
No, she does not cook the books.
Oh,
whatever.
Coach Dixon, over to you.
Hi, everybody. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. As you can see, we're having fun. This is where we come to hang out and let it all down. And I am the baby. I think I want to reserve my claim to being the baby in this group, really. Because I think I'm the latest addition to this group and I'm having fun already. You know, I have to tell you people, you know, it's actually so good to see Abby's teeth. When we're in the group, you hardly see her teeth. You know, honestly, I actually thought, and I'm being honest with you, Abby, it's like, hey, this woman doesn't want me to be in this group. Oh. Hey, it's like, I'm not matching up. I don't know what I'm going to do to make her.
Why are you all picking on Abby? Stop picking
no, we're not picking
Abby.
on her. This is the truth. No, but honestly, we're being honest. This is what we do every time we meet.
I'm joking.
But honestly, I will look at, and I'm telling you, Tola, every time, you know, Tola is actually nice to me. Tola made me join the group, you know. And then when I look at Abby's face, and I'm like, hey, I've said something I shouldn't say now. She's so strict. It's like she was born with the thing. You know? I'm so glad to be.
We'll talk after.
It's good that she talked before us, because if she had talked after me, only God knows what would have happened, because I'm going to say. Abby, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I mean,
we love you, Abby.
Yeah, we do love you. You're actually doing a great job, I have to tell you. This is,
and you know,
2 thumbs up.
Yes.
Abby.
If I can say this, like yesterday.
Yeah, I borrow you some of my time.
I'm sorry. I'll give it back in a minute. What she said, what Miss Dixon said, because we had a conversation straight up after the accountability session yesterday. She was about saying something, but the meeting was ended and Abby had gone. You know, Abby had closed the meeting. So she called me to discuss what she wanted to talk about. And so I was like, yeah, I said, I heard you were about saying something, but she said, oh, no. She said, no, Abby did the right thing. And I noticed she doesn't waste time.
Yeah, she's like,
I noticed she doesn't waste time. The meeting was finished at 8 o'clock. It was 8 o'clock and she closed it. That's it. That's fine.
She's like a surgeon with a knife when it comes to time.
No, but you see, it's punctual. Kind of being accountable.
She does. Yesterday's meeting was 1 minute over, and I'm like, I'm sure Abby didn't know that 1 minute went anywhere because she doesn't play with those seconds. It's like, okay, next, yeah, next person, please keep it short.
So surgeon, we have a surgeon, we have matron, we have nurses, we have teamwork makes the dream work.
This Soar group for me, this group. Thank you, Busola, for adding me to this group. And yes, it is an accountability group. Even I remember, I don't know if you will remember, Busola, several years ago, one day you said to me, Auntie, you're so busy caring for other people, you forget to care for yourself. You're so busy looking after everybody. You want everybody to be good. You want everybody to be so, but you have to step back and look after yourself. And we forget to do that. All of us. A coach needs a coach. Every coach needs a coach. It's just the same thing. Every speaker needs a speaker. Every pastor needs a pastor. If you're not accountable to somebody, you're going to burn out. It's as simple as that, because you will get to the point where the brook will run dry. And then where do you go? For me, this group invokes in me the spirit of soaring as the eagle.
Yes.
Soaring on wings as the eagle. Because according to and this is the Bible base, the scripture actually says that those who trust in the Lord will mount on wings. They will mount on wings like that of eagles. But that is not the whole experience. The whole experience also is that you will have your strength renewed. You will come to a point where you soar. You rise on those wings. But in addition to that, you run tirelessly.
Yes.
And you walk without fainting. It doesn't just happen. There's another one that says, when two walk together, if one falls, his friend will lift him up. That is the energy we get from being in a group like this, because we call each other. I was talking to Tola this morning. After I talked to you, I spent the whole night talking to Bosola. We didn't sleep. We were chatting. We're in different time zones. We were chatting. Then I said, Bosola, hey, this is your meeting. I need to sleep because you people are ahead of me in time. And then I remember, I think it was in my spirit. I was like, hey, you're going to oversleep. These people you have to be here, And so I called Tola and I sent her a message and she called me and we started chatting. We were chatting until how many minutes before? Another maybe 25 minutes before this meeting. It's like, we have to go. This is accountability, because we hold each other accountable to our own personal growth, to our own time consciousness, to our own personal development. I'm so glad I'm in this group.
Right.
It's all done in a sisterly manner. People are doctors. There's no doctor here. We're all, respecting each other for the achievements that people have gained. When we say doctor, we're all friends. It has nothing to do with age. We don't even know who is older.
They are doctors, though. Leave that.
No. It's not that I can bring my doctor or pastor thing as well. I don't want to bring any of that. But what I'm saying, I'm making a point.
No. That's not
the point I'm making. Busola, the point I'm making. Oh, I know that. The point I'm making has nothing to do with doctorate.
The point I'm making is
the point I'm making is we're all interconnected, and that is what it means. The point I'm trying to say is that is what it means when the Bible says a threefold cord is not easily broken. It has nothing to do with age. I don't even know whose age is what. I don't know. We just bring in so much here.
We know Busola is the oldest.
Sorry, we know Busola is the oldest. Yes, she has to be.
In reverse chronology.
What an irony.
And so we explore different apps. We teach each other how to use different applications, different things. We find some of us know where to find all the free stuff. And how to make them work and how to connect stuff. I raised my hand up yesterday and Abby had cut off the thing and I was like, okay, this woman doesn't really like me. And then when I called Busola, I said, no, I was just joking. Honestly, I was joking. But the thing is, I liked her background and I was like, I have a question. How do I do that background? Not that one particularly. You had a different one yesterday. I was like,
the GYI one.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. And I was like, I need a background like that. And then Busola said, so we come together and we share ideas. We share opportunities. We share information. Nobody holds anything back. we are not just sisters, we're also, it doesn't take a long time to become friends. I feel that I'm a much misunderstood person. And behind all this smile and laughter and self-confidence is a deep-rooted fear that people don't see when they see me. And Busola keeps saying, but you know you can do it. In fact, you don't even have to worry about this. And then Tola, I only just met Tola a few weeks ago, and Tola is saying the same thing. And what I'm saying is, I gained so much from being part of this group, and I just thank all of you, every single one of you, for being who you are. Thank you. There's no me without you.
Thank you very much, Coach Dixon. We appreciate you. You're the baby of the family.
Oh yeah,
that's cool with us. We're running very low on time, but I want us to touch a little bit about our different areas because we all have our niches. So how does accountability reflect, or how can we push it through, in what we do to connect with our audience? What, I don't know if I'm making sense how I'm saying it. Because of the benefits of what we have experienced as being part of this group, in our own line of work, can we just say maybe 1 or 2 sentences so that people that are watching will understand where you're coming from and what you're bringing back to them? So
we haven't heard from Biodun though.
Yeah.
Have we not?
Nope.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
You know what? I was going to come to you to say that, but can you say for you, especially for you, Biodun, because we've all had a go at you today, and at the same time, appreciated in the same manner. So if you want to, please.
This is payback time.
She has the shock absorber. She has the shock absorber for it.
Pay them back. Pay them back.
Don't worry about that.
Well, let me say this. I thank God for the grace of this group. The role of chief whip is not easy. And yeah, I do have that grace, unfortunately. In fact, I remember when I turned 40, the kids in my church group, they had a parody of me going military on them. I mean, it is horrible. Thankfully, I couldn't join the military, otherwise I'd fit right in. But I think one of the primary things about accountability is making sure there is accounting. It is easy to flow. It is easy to just roll with it and everything goes and everything and all things can be posted in every group and everybody is a joker and all of that. But if we want to go far, we do have to focus. And that's the key thing about accountability, the focus. We're running this race. What have you done this week? And not every week is great, but I thank God for this group because we have that grace to just roll. People know who I am. I kind of accept it for what it is. It's not malicious, but it's just keep that focus on what we need to do. So when we talk about how does it help, it has helped me to post regularly because that matters to my audience. Visibility matters. It has helped me to connect with groups that would want leadership training for their youth. I do youth, period. And that's part of why I don't do adults. I don't think y'all are ready to learn. But so that's what you connect with when you say accountability. You have to do what you need to do if you really want to accomplish that goal. And that's what I've benefited from.
Thank you very much, Abi. And I'm glad we were able to hear that. Thank you so much. Olivia, do you want to go, please?
Yeah, I mean, I think, from in my area of health, working with people over the years, one of the areas that I see people really struggle is taking ownership in their lifestyle. And so people struggle with that. But I think, like we've said about being accountable, first to ourselves before even to others. So particularly when it comes to, lifestyle, making sure that we're looking after ourselves from the mind, from the physical, from the spiritual, that we take that responsibility of looking after ourselves. And as experts or as coaches, you might be, I can be an expert, in the area of sciences, or even as a coach, but the person that is really an expert is, you're an expert of yourself. So you know yourself better. And it's about having that understanding and taking that responsibility to take the actions that you need to take. When we come to our meeting, our accountability meeting, it's fantastic because, we share ideas and everything. But like Abby was saying, actually, is the accounting, is the focus to be able to then go back and action what you want to do. We won't follow you to your house to make sure it happens. You have the responsibility to make sure that you actually do what you have said you are going to do. So that's always very important in our health. But also, of course, we need support. So sometimes we need the help of others to give us the right information so that we can make the right decisions and take the right action. And that's why having coaches like ourselves is always important, because you have someone who then guides you and holds you responsible for what you need to do in order to get the results that you need. So yeah, that's what I want to add to that.
Thank you very much, Olivia. And I'm going to say at this stage that everything we're doing in our different niches, in our different areas of passion, is because we're putting down our own legacy trail. Because the value you're bringing to the table, the value you're bringing to people's life, they won't remember what you gave them to, what you said. It's how you have made them feel down the line, or what seed you're sowing into their lives that's going to, make massive impact down the line. That's what stays with people. So it's without accountability still, I insist that it's not possible for us to sow lasting seeds that we can look back and say, yes, I did that. So it's all in our legacy path. Eniola, do you want to quickly add on to that, please?
Yeah, for me, thank you, Busola, and thank you so much, everybody. For me, families today, leadership tomorrow. By the virtue of my job, I've come to realize that most of the societal problem that we're having is actually from the home. Yes. And I realize that, of course, the values have not changed. Parent values have not changed. It's just we just need to change ourselves. So for me, it's all about looking inward as a mother, as a parent. What do I need to change? Because there must be a change in me before I can even change my own children, before I can change my family as a whole. When we are saying that children are acting up, they are doing this, they are doing that. For me, they are speaking. Are we listening to them? They are saying something. We're not listening to them. And that's why they are misbehaving, quote and unquote. So for me, it's all about dropping all this, our old parenting styles, change the paradigm, change the narrative. Let's stop focusing on the kids. Let's stop focusing on the children. Let's focus on ourselves as mothers and as fathers. We need to look inward. I mean, when they are going wrong, what have you done to check yourself? So it's all about taking responsibility as a father and as a mother. And I decided to take that on board because I remember when I signed up for GMT, I was honestly not fulfilled when I realized that parenting is not part of the package that I signed up for. I didn't actually have that piece until I decided to go ahead with that. And I'm so glad for the push, for the encouragement, that I've got from this particular team, like-minded, that people were able to identify with me. Actually, were able to tell me what my strengths are. Yeah. So I'm really grateful. I've learned so much. It has developed me. It has pushed me out. So for me, families today, we are families today, but we are producing leaders of tomorrow. For us to do that effectively, for us to do that, it has to be for us as fathers and mothers, looking inward, not putting blames on the kids, on the children. It's all about us. Let's change ourselves and see us changing the whole world. Thank you.
Thank you, Eniola. Thank you very much. Couple of years ago, I was struggling with relationship issues. Let me put it that way. And I was like, how come this man doesn't just get me? And it's so funny because sometimes, just I want to go back to what Eniola said. I was like, what's wrong with men? Are just from Mars, so it's only women that are earthlings. Like, what's wrong with them? And I, not until even it's as bad as driving in the car. My husband would always want the heater to come to the head. It gives me headache. I want it to come to my feet. So we're always like up, down, up, down. Not until one day did I look, and this was after I started changing myself. It's so funny. Did I look that there was a setting that had up going to the head and coming to the feet at the same time? And I just looked and I laughed and I said, do you realize this has been there? So why I'm saying this is what Eniola said, that we look at others, we look to change others, but we don't look to change ourselves. We have to self-lead.
Yes.
Leadership begins with ourselves. At that time in my life, I was looking at, someone gave me a book, Samuel Martian's book. And when I read her journey, it was like, wow, I felt like she was talking about me. She set out to change her husband. She absolutely set out to try change her husband, but the change never happened for her until she started changing herself. So she stopped that project of I'm changing you. When I finish changing myself, then I'll come back and change you. But that was when the transformation really happened. So it just goes back to leadership, and we'll self-lead first. We have just about 9 minutes more, and Wonu, Tola, and Funke, and Ms. Dixon. How am I going to get
1 minute each?
Okay, 1 minute each. Who said that? Abi?
I did.
No, Dixon. The only one.
Okay,
let me of the house.
I 1 minute.
Okay, Tola.
1 minute. I was smiling when Eniola was talking and the latter part of Busola's talk, because I feel like a proud mom. I just look back over the last 1 year and I'm like, wow. So my journey started, well, not really started. I've been into coaching and all that, but at the start of the lockdown, sometime in March, somebody talked to me about JMT and I thought, haven't got time, this, that, I've got a lot on my plate, I work, I do all of these side businesses and everything. And lo and behold, lockdown came, as we all know, and something said to me, and I think it was the manufacturer, that if there was any time to do this, it probably
It's now.
It's now. And I just took it. And, the people who know me, I'm an accountant, I'm a financial advisor, I come from Malaysia, I don't part with money easily, full stop.
I thought that was
and I just took that step and paid so much money to join the John Maxwell team. And I honestly can say it's the best investment in me that I've ever made. And, as I started, what did I know that I was? As I started, I did some leadership training. And of course, I called all my friends and family and said, oh yeah, let's do this thing, and they came. And they came and they gave me feedback. And today, we are here as a result of what happened like over a year ago. And I want to say, I thank you guys for actually believing in me, especially Wonu, Busola, and Sister Funke, because maybe at times, we don't believe in ourselves. And it sometimes takes other people to actually believe in you for you to know that indeed there is something there. And I've just seen this thing grow and grow and grow, and it's amazing. And I thank God for bringing all of you guys into this space. This accountability group, it's none like any other. I've been in accountability groups. Some of them, collapse along the lines because there isn't that focus. There isn't that chief whip to hold us all to account. So I actually do appreciate the role of the chief whip, because you know, we do need it. And each and everybody brings in their own. Some people bring their humor, some people bring their ideas, some people, and it's just an amazing experience. You know, there is a narrative that says women cannot congregate together. There will be jealousy. There will be not in this group. Not in this group. You know, we collaborate, we're friends, we're sisters. And I had somewhat of a personal experience this week that was bordering on being traumatic. And I only spoke to 3 people. I'm not going to mention your names. 2 of them are in this group. That's how close I am to these people. That's how much of my life I can expose them to. And I am really, really grateful. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Tola. Thank you very much. Sorry, before we know we're going to go quickly, just to see, thank you very much. So apt looking inward. Ajayi Olatayo, you're right. Sis, values have not changed. It's the approach and delivery that is important. Tola Yeni, Adebingpe says, Adebingpe Ao says, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Adebingpe, for joining us. Please share this. Everyone that's seen and everyone that will see, please share this so that the message goes out to as many people as possible. You just might be making that one difference, changing that one life with one thing they're going to pick from this message today. So thank you very much for sharing. Who's going? Olivia, you're going next, are you?
I think I've gone already.
Olivia's gone.
Sorry, I'm all over the place. Who's gone next?
I'll go next, that's fine. I mean, okay. For me, as everyone knows, my focus is mind health. And one of my favorite saying is, there's no health without mental health. So whatever we seek to do, whether it's as parents, whether it's in leadership, whatever we are looking at in life to us, as our aspirations may be, the core is keeping that mind healthy, because that's where everything flows from. So mind the core, mind the mind, empower your mind, and then whatever you seek to do, you can enrich your lives. And that's my slogan, mind empowerment, enrich your lives. And there's another saying, John Maxwell, that I've learned in the team. It says, you can't see the picture for being in the frame. So there's only so much you can see without other people giving you a feedback, hence the need for accountability. So my takeaway, or if anyone wants to take anything away from me today, it is mind your mind, make sure that you have a strong people who are healthy minded, who will look after you, because you can't see it all. It's part of the process of minding your mind to being all that you desire to be. Thank you.
Thank you. Wonu, you have an ebook on minding your mind gone out recently, do you?
Yes, I do. It's on Amazon, Minding My Mind. Thank you.
By Wonuola Akintola. Okay, thanks. Anybody else has anything else you want to share with the world?
I'll just quickly say that inside life, the senior's perspective is my focus. And I really appreciate this group because the reason that I'm focusing on inside life, the senior's perspective, is that a lot of times we don't know that we're all growing older, and we forget that once you cross the 40 mark, they say life begins at 40. Actually, it does. You begin to grow older once you reach that 40 mark, and it seems to creep up on all of us very quickly. You don't know that it's gone. When 20-year-olds are talking about old people, they're talking about you. You know, and that's the way that we used to look at our parents. You know, my father died in 2016, and it brought me to the realization of how quickly life just sort of goes, and we don't see it going. We still sleep and we wake up and we sleep and we're in our struggles. And also, I used to support domestic violence in females. And then I realized that the women were also abusing the men. And then I started supporting the men. And then, you know, and now I'm supporting the seniors and then I started supporting single seniors, because I see that single seniors actually lose confidence as they grow older, especially because they're ostracized. They're, you know, ostracized by married people, by church people, but, you know, and it's such a struggle. So that's where I'm at. That's my journey right now, to focus on helping. Well, not helping. You don't help older people to do anything, because you just support them to embrace, once they're over 40, and to embrace the essence of living in this age of engagement. That's where I'm at.
I love inside life.
Inside life. Inside life. We're all in this one life.
And there's a mind there. Keep the mind in focus.
Yes, that's right. That is actually true. It's about mind over matter.
That's it.
You know,
they
say if you don't mind, it doesn't matter. They say if you don't mind, it doesn't matter, but it does matter. You must mind yourself and your consciousness, your awareness, this level of discouragement you get, the technology, the people around you, younger people. Anyway, I'm going to stop.
We're out of time, but we're going to give a few minutes to Dr. Oba to go ahead. So,
okay, my focus is in the area of youth, like I said earlier, and right now I'm doing this series called Leading While Black. We've heard about driving while black. So I'm doing Leading While Black for our young people to be able to discover the leader in you, and then to be able to give back to the community even as they are young. And that's what we're doing, and helping parents and elders to also see how they can come alongside these leaders, because they're bona fide leaders in their own right as youth, and the things they can contribute to society. So that's my focus, is really youth. I also do anti-Black racism seminars and trainings and consultancy based on my work in social work, and just the fact that I embody Blackness. The last time I checked in the mirror, I am Black. And
are you sure?
And we've all been through this. We've seen this trauma in the last 1 year and so on that has really been illuminated for the rest of the world, but which we all knew all along. We already knew it, we experienced it, we live it, we breathe it. And so using this opportunity now that there's some awareness to help people see, how come it took you so long to realize it? What else are you missing? What else are you not hearing us when we've been talking about it for centuries? And how can we now all work together to make this world a better world? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. I'm really, really grateful that we could do this. And I'm proud to showcase you all to the world as my sisters on my growth journey, on my leadership journey, on my legacy path. I'm really proud that you're part of my life and you're part of my journey. Thank you very much. And we're going to be on this same platform, same time, 6 o'clock next week. It's Family Meeting Legacy Talk. Who's coming? For me to know and for you to wonder. So that's all we're going to have today. Thank you very much. Before we go, I want to say one last thing as well, that we're all here on Zoom, but we're from different parts of the world. Wonu is from Kent in the UK. Busola is from Dublin, Ireland. Tola is from Peterborough in the UK. Olivia is from UK, London, UK. Yinka is from
Ohio.
And then Abi is from
Atlanta.
And Funke is from Manitoba. You're muted, sorry sis.
I'm from Waterloo, Ontario, Canada.
Oh, right, okay. See how I gave you Manitoba for free. And Eniola is calling right now from
Niger.
From Nigeria.
Niger.
So we're all from different parts of the world, and we can still connect and celebrate the value that we're bringing to the world. It's Family Meeting Legacy Talks. Thank you once again for joining us. Please share, and check. We're going to have this before the end of the week on YouTube, so you can check it up on Busola Shugbamemu Legacy Talks on YouTube. Legacy Talks with Busola is going to be live on YouTube. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much, everything.
Thank you. This was fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless.